Hi, I'm Anne. Welcome to SewParadise. So there's a lot of tutorials out there in the sewing community on how to sew, and those people sew better than I do, probably better than you do too. Go out and find those. This blog is about why and what. I want to show you why you should be sewing more of your basics, things that you wear every single day, and I also want to help you sew more and also to make your patterns 3 times at a minimum. I make every sewing pattern I own 3 times at a minimum. Now, not every sewing pattern I own per se, because I got a lot of patterns I haven't sewn yet, but every sewing pattern that I buy now, I make a conscious decision to sew it at least 3 times. And what does that do for me? A couple things. First of all, it maximizes my investment in that sewing pattern. Not so much the cost of the pattern itself, but the time that it takes to fit the pattern, to get it right, to understand what the designer is asking, and to get something that fits you perfectly. So make that investment. You invest a lot of money in sewing patterns. Why not sew them more than once? Now, you might say, well, I don't really need 3 turtlenecks. Well, you really do need 3 turtlenecks if you live in a cold climate like me. But you might say, well, I don't need 3X. Well, if you're making a wedding dress, you probably don't need 3. And if you do need 3 wedding dresses, well, I'm not going to go there. There are certain things that you might not need 3 of, but for the most part, the stuff that we use and wear every day is the stuff that we should be investing our sewing time in. Because making great, easy to wear basics that are comfortable and fabrics that you love that go with the things you already have in your closet is a wonderful way to use your hobby to create your wardrobe. And that's why you're here, right? To use your hobby to create a wonderful wardrobe that you love. Now, if you scroll down below, you can get a free copy of my Make 2 guide. And what that is it's a wardrobing concept that you grab something out of your closet and you sew to. Now, that's still a little overwhelming. You can grab 2 things out of your closet and sew one that coordinates with them both. And then you're going to build onto that capsule. You're going to take one of those things that you've just made, pair it with some new things that you're going to sew. It's a much more sustainable way than thinking of making 7 garments or 5 garments or whatever in a capsule, because it allows you to take the things that you have from your closet and sort of sew in the moment, right? I sew in the moment all the time. It is October and I'm still making a tank top, but that's neither here nor there. It's been a little warm this October, so I'm still making tank tops. But the nice thing about sewing 3 times is that you maximize everything that you're doing. The techniques that you learn, the designers that you like, the fit that you are going for, everything is maximized by making it more than once. And that Make 9 2021 becomes Make 27 because you're making it 3 times. So that's my philosophy. Here at SewParadise, you're going to find a lot of easy to wear basics. I like to make stuff that I wear every day, and I joke around that if I didn't wear the things I sewed, I'd have to walk out of the house naked. Now, no one wants to see that, so I wear and sew the stuff that I wear every single day. It's part of my wardrobe. I want it to be part of yours. So welcome to SewParadise. It's great to be here. I drop content about every 2 weeks. Sometimes it's a pattern review. Sometimes it's a detailed explanation of a hack that I made. And I'll be doing a lot of hacks, but because I make those sewing patterns so often, I like them to have a little bit of difference. And fortunately, these hacks are easy. We're not talking about complex pattern drafting. We're talking easy stuff. What you're not going to find here are complex sewing tutorials. I simply don't do them. I am an average sewist, just like you, and I still like to go out and find tutorials. I'm not the person who's going to make a wedding dress. You're not going to see that here. You will see swimwear because I do like swimwear and I think it's a great investment in getting a really good fit. So you will see swimwear techniques here, but you're probably not going to see jeans. You're probably not going to see wedding dresses, but you are going to see a lot of great basics that you can wear every single day. Luna top, Pietra pants, Geo top from Merchant and Mills. These are some of my favorites. I love sewing with knits. You'll get a lot of content about sewing with knits, including some of my favorite knitwear designers, one of them being Christine Johnson Patterns. She is amazing with knits and she does a great job, and her patterns are easy to sew with some professional techniques. So join me here at SewParadise. I would like to help you sew more and sew things that you love to wear.